PP Plus and Alpacas, this is Livy, and more unfortunate, serious news about the Cuphead show leaks. I meant to talk about this last week, but I couldn't for two reasons. One, I recently got my legendary chalice tattoo colored, and I also, it's upside down, but that's a devil tattoo. I got that done last week, a week from today, and also, it's been really, really hot. I mean, dangerously hot to work on a computer. And if you know what it's like, or about working on a computer in the heat, that's like the worst thing to do for your computer, is to work on it in high heat. So that, it did not fly. But anyways, there have been worse news about the Cuphead show leaks, because apparently now there's these fake accounts on like Twitter and YouTube about the people pretending that they work for the Cuphead show or Netflix Animation or Studio MDHR, and they're apparently giving random people leaks of the show and posting more leaks of the show and trying to cover their ass by saying, oh, I work for the company, it's okay. That's not real. I will tell you these accounts are not real because a legitimate person that works for either, Studio MDHR or Netflix Animation, they would not post full-length animatics to a random viewer. And they would not post them online. The only thing they can do is they could post like a frame or a little snippet that's like maybe 15 seconds. But they will never post a full-length animatic, like, free episodes, because it's, I don't know how else to explain, but they would never do that. They wanted to keep this show a surprise, a secret, and everything. Well, not a secret, because we all know about the show, but they will never leak anything major like that to a random viewer. And like I said, the only way they can do it is they can show little snippets, or on the official Twitter page or YouTube channel of the Cuphead show or Netflix, they could show like a little clip, like a little sneak peek, and say, hey, coming up next year on Netflix, Like what they showed not too long ago about them announcing that it's in the works. Another thing I would like to point out is that the Cuphead show Wikipedia page, it's not official at all, and I'll tell you why. The Cuphead show Wikipedia page, stay as far away from that as possible, because, especially right now, like, it will change later, but right now, stay away from it, because it is filled with spoilers, leaks, and lies. Like, the one major lie that the page is telling you, that was never said, and was actually, I don't know how else to say it. I know there's a lot of things that I don't know how to say it, but it said that it's gonna premiere on New Year's Day of next year. I will tell you this right now, as much that would be awesome, as much as I would like that, I already know that's not gonna happen. Like I said in the other video, the Cuphead show Q&A, they said the earliest it will premiere will be summer of next year. And they said, but if necessary, we might have to push the date further, like into the fall or something. They said if necessary. And get this, it takes 10 months to make one episode. So I don't know how many episodes are already made. And by what I understand, I don't even think the first episode is fully made. Is fully animated, but that's by what I believe, that I don't think the first episode is fully made yet, so you're gonna wait a little while. But I have to say, big props to the studio, and they're doing such a good job working on this in this pandemic right now. So they're trying the best they can. They don't want to rush it. I don't want them to rush it, because if they rush it, it's gonna suck, and we don't want that. Sorry, I'm just really bothered by my hair. Like, this tuft is starting to grow longer now. It's supposed to be like this. It just looks weird. And that's And I haven't put my fake earpiece on. So stay clear from that as possible. And what I was saying about the fake Cuphead show accounts, the best thing you can do for that is block them. Or, I don't know if YouTube does this, but I know Twitter does this. You can report them for impersonation. So yeah, you can block them and report them for impersonation. I don't know if YouTube does that, but I know Twitter does that. And some other social medias do that. So you can simply do that. Now, as for the question of what's going to happen to the leaks and to the person that started the leaks, I know that the studio is very well aware of the situation. And while working on the show, I think they're also trying to figure out who did it. Because they don't know who did it. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. There's all these people and all these accounts leaking stuff. And for the official leaker, the first hacker, they don't know who it is. They can't figure that out yet. And when they figure that out, and I know a lot of you are saying, like, they should be arrested. I will tell you this. I've talked to police before, and I know police are not in a good light right now, but this is different, and I'm not going to talk about the other thing, but, because I don't want to talk about drama, that the police had said that, usually with piracy and copyright laws, there is no immediate arrest. What normally happens is that the company themselves have to report the person that did it, and then they can sue them, and they figure out what they do with that person in court. Whether it's a huge fine or a long time in prison. So yeah, that's how, by what I understand how copyright and piracy laws work. Like, again, I'm not a cop, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know much of what they can do. I've had thought about talking to a lawyer on the channel about the situation, but I never got a message back from them, so I might not do that, but that's what most likely is gonna happen. How copyright and piracy laws work is that the studio themselves have to report it, not just a random fan or a random person. But that random fan and random person could report it to the studio. Like, let's say, and I know a lot of people have done this already, that they've reported it to the Netflix Animation and Studio MDHR that there's all these Cuphead show leaks. And that's how they know about it, and they're aware of it, and they're trying the best they can to figure out who did it and get that person to stop. And then, if necessary, whenever they find the person, they can choose to... I think they can choose to figure it out in court of what this person can do. But again, it's not immediate arrest. They could go to jail, but that depends on the court sentence. Or the person could pay a huge fine. That's how it works. So we can't report this person, because one thing, I don't know who did it. I don't know who the person is that started. I have no idea. So I can't even say it. And I don't think anybody, except for the person that started, even knows who started it. I'm running out of breath here. But that's pretty much what I have to say about the fake accounts about the Cuphead show. And like a lot of you guys, I really hope this stops. Oh, and another thing I need to point out, that is a huge worry to the community. But I will tell you one thing that you don't have to worry about that at all. A lot of you are worried that because of the Cuphead show leaks, the show's gonna get canceled. I'll tell you this right now, it is not gonna get canceled because of the leaks. Because they've already worked so hard on this. Like, they've been working on this since last year, and it's coming out next year. So they're not just gonna scrap everything that they worked on just because of one leaker. So, no, you don't have to worry about the Cuphead show being canceled, because I very doubt that that's what they're gonna do. I know what that's based off of. That's based off of that joke that Scott Cawthon did about the Sister Location game leaks. He made the joke that it's canceled because of the leaks, but no, it still happened. He wasn't happy about it, but it still happened. the game still happens. So yes, the show is still gonna happen. It's just that some episodes are spoiled for a lot of people. And I only saw one episode, which I had admitted in the other one. I felt bad, but I really liked what I saw. And I cannot wait for the full project. And honestly, the full project is better to see than just a few leaks that you see online. So tell me in the comment section below what you think about the situation. And I don't know. And what do you think of the tattoos? What do you think of the tattoos? So yeah, and again, sorry about no videos last week. It's because it is really hot, and that is very damaging for a computer. Especially this is a new computer, so even though there's a built-in fan inside, it's still dangerously hot to work with it. And I'll see you next time.